in the game.
Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will get first crack at it here. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Now the play fake. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete on third down. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. So the BYU Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches know.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from from the high school recruiting ranks, big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield, and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate a throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. BYU with the 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Quick toss. There he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for space, it's Barnes. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
The Horned Frogs will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Powers through the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to pass. It's Hoover. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, TCU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. First play of the drive comes from the 22. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown? Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hagan. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged it at the 30 and still running. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Working that left side now. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Looking to pass, it's Hoover. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Using the quick game. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Phillips. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score...
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Turning it on! Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
backfield, it's Roberts. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Off offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Ryan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. That one blocked beautifully as he gets across the 20 to the 21 before he goes out of bounds. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. On the run, it's Palmer. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Horned Frogs will have it first and 10. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Caught in the backfield, it's Battle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. He's got it on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. That's caught. It's McAllister. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He'll start this drive going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Here comes the option. The give on the option. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitchman.
Breaks into the open. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the shot. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take a...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces
Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To the air, it's Hoover. Pucks it out of the air.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Looking to throw again. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's
The offense coughs it up. Defense grabs big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
And what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they were on the same page at all, but the defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Arizona State is up big right now, and honestly, it feels like the Forks have been up since the opening kick. They're up by 15 over West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man on the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air, it's Hoover. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. BYU will try to use every second on this clock. Toss to the outside. Finding an escape route. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.